Good. Look around you. Look at the person to your left, to your right. Think of the people you admire most in history, in your community, in your life, those individuals who seem to possess a certain kind of light. Not a naive, untested optimism, but a profound strength. A resilience that bends but does not break. A positivity that is not blind to darkness but chooses to focus on the light. A calm that is not the absence of storms, but the ability to navigate them. We often call this character. We call it fortitude. We call it grit. And we often believe it is something you are born with, a genetic gift, a lucky disposition. But I am here to tell you with absolute conviction that this is not the full truth. The unshakable spirit, the strong mind, the positive heart, these are not merely found. They are forged. They are built day by day, brick by brick, through consistent, deliberate, daily practice. This is not about a single heroic moment of willpower. This is about the compound interest of tiny daily decisions. This is about architecting your day to build a mind that can withstand pressure, a heart that can endure sorrow, and a spirit that can generate its own light. Today, I want to map out the Daily Forge, the 30,000 character blueprint for building mental and emotional strength. Pillar 1. The foundation, mastery of your inner world. Our first practice begins not with action, but with observation. Before you can strengthen your mind, you must know its terrain. This is the daily practice of mindful awareness. The morning inventory. Before you reach for your phone, before the noise of the world intrudes, give yourself 5 minutes of silence. Breathe. Ask yourself, what is the weather in my mind? Is it anxious, calm, cluttered? Don't judge it, just observe it. This simple act of witnessing separates you from your transient thoughts and emotions. You are not your anxiety. You are the one aware of the anxiety. This foundational practice builds the mental space between stimulus and response, that sacred space where your power truly lies. The practice of naming. Throughout the day, when a strong emotion arises, frustration in traffic, hurt from a comment, overwhelm from a deadline, practice internally naming it. This is frustration. This is a feeling of hurt. This is overwhelm. Neuroscience shows that the simple act of labeling an emotion reduces its intensity in the amygdala, the brain's alarm center. You are not suppressing the feeling. You are processing it with the wiser, cooler parts of your brain. Pillar 2. The framework, cultivating unbreakable perspective. Strength is not about denying reality. It's about choosing the most empowering perspective on reality. This is the daily workout for your mindset. The reframe ritual. Make it a non-negotiable daily habit to catch your catastrophic or negative thoughts and deliberately reframe them. The traffic jam is not ruining your day. It is an opportunity to listen to a podcast, practice patience, or sit in silence. The difficult project is not an impossible nightmare. It is a challenge that will grow my abilities. The critic is not a villain. They are an often clumsy source of feedback. You are not lying to yourself. You are actively selecting the narrative that serves your strength, nor weakness. Gratitude as a discipline. We often treat gratitude as a passive feeling, something that happens to us when things go well. The mentally strong treat it as an active daily discipline. Every evening, write down specific things you are grateful for. Not just my family, but the way my partner made coffee this morning. Not just my health, but the feeling of my lungs filling with air on my walk. This practice systematically rewires your brain to scan the world for assets, not deficits. It builds an emotional bank account so robust that withdrawals, when they come, are less devastating. Embrace the yet. The language of the mentally strong is the language of growth. Replace "I can't do this" with "I can't do this yet." Replace "I don't understand" with "I don't understand yet." This tiny word inoculates you against the poison of fixed thinking and connects your present struggle directly to a future of competence. Pillar 3. The fuel rituals of physical and emotional energy. You cannot have a strong mind in a neglected body. Your biology is your psychology. Movement as non-negotiable medicine. This isn't about aesthetics. It's about brain chemistry. Daily movement, a 30-minute walk, a run, yoga, weightlifting floods your system with endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. It is a direct deposit into your account of well-being and resilience. It teaches discipline. It is a daily metaphor. You are pushing through discomfort for a greater gain. Treat your body not as an ornament, but as the primary tool for your mental strength. Move it every single day. The sanctuary of sleep. You will not be mentally strong on chronic sleep deprivation. It is the single most important performance-enhancing or destroying factor. Protect your sleep with ferocity. A digital sunset an hour before bed. A consistent routine. When you are well rested, your prefrontal cortex, the seat of decision-making, emotional regulation, and focus is online. When you are exhausted, you are ruled by the reactive, emotional amygdala. Make sleep your secret weapon. Conscious consumption. Your mind is fed by what you consume. The daily practice of strength involves curating your inputs. Be ruthless. What news are you reading in the first 30 minutes of your day? What social media accounts do you follow? What conversations do you engage in? Feed yourself information, stories, and conversations that educate, inspire, and empower. Limit the diet of fear, outrage, and gossip. You are the gatekeeper of your own mind. Guard the gate. Pillar 4. The anvil, deliberate exposure to difficulty. Strength is not built in comfort. It is forged on the anvil of controlled, voluntary difficulty. The daily hard thing. Every day, do one thing that is mildly uncomfortable that you don't feel like doing, simply because it is hard. Take the cold shower. Make the difficult phone call. Write the page. Do the extra rep. Speak up in the meeting. This is the practice of telling your comfort zone, "You are not the boss of me." Each time you do this, you strengthen the neural pathway for courage and discipline. You prove to yourself in a small way that you are reliable. You can count on you. The practice of voluntary fasting. I'm not just talking about food. Practice fasting from complaint for one day. Fast from validation. Don't post social media and sit with the feeling. Fast from distraction. Work in 90-minute blocks with no phone. These fasts build the muscles of self-control, internal validation, and deep focus. They teach you that your peace and worth are not dependent on external things. Pillar 5. The connection, the strength of the collective. No one becomes strong in a vacuum. Our emotional resilience is rooted in our connections. The art of reaching out. Make it a daily practice to connect meaningfully with at least one person. Not a transactional text, but a genuine "How are you, really?" call. A coffee with a colleague where you talk about ideas, not just gossip. Vulnerability. Sharing an appropriate struggle is not weakness. It is the ultimate trust exercise that builds bonds and lightens burdens. Ask for help. Offer help. Be a pillar so you can lean on other pillars. The circle of influence. Mentally strong people, as Stephen Covey taught, focus their energy on their circle of influence, the things they can actually control, and waste little on their circle of concern, the things they worry about but cannot change. Each day, consciously direct your effort, your worry, and your problem-solving toward the things you can actually affect. Your attitude, your actions, your responses, your habits. This practice creates a tremendous sense of agency and reduces helpless anxiety. So, what does the day of a mentally and emotionally strong person look like? It starts in quiet awareness, not reactive panic. It is fueled by movement and nourishing fuel. Its narrative is one of growth and gratitude, not catastrophe. It willingly engages with a hard task to build discipline. It consumes information deliberately. It connects with others authentically. And it ends with reflection, acknowledging the small victories of the day. This is not a prescription for perfection. It is a map for practice. You will miss days. You will fail. The practice is not to be perfect, but to return. To return to the awareness, to the reframe, to the gratitude, to the hard thing. Start small. Pick one of these practices. Master the morning silence for a week. Then add the evening gratitude. Then add the daily hard thing. Build your forge brick by brick. The goal is not to become someone who never feels fear, doubt, or sadness. That is not strength, that is numbness. The goal is to build a self so robust, so well practiced, so fortified by daily habit, that when those storms come, and they will, you are not a shack in the wind. You are a lighthouse, built on solid rock, with a foundation deep below the raging waves. You might feel the impact, but you will not crumble. And from your vantage point, you will not only withstand the storm, you will use your own hard-earned light to help others find their way. That is the promise of the Daily Forge. That is the power of practice. Let us begin building today.